Okay, you are listening to Sin 90.7. My name is Tessa Rose, and in the studio today I've got with me a special guest. I've got Hadi Saab, who's actually got a pretty interesting story in regards to harassment over Facebook. Hadi, introduce yourself and pretty much tell us what happened.
Hi, I'm Hadi, and I'm Muslim, and I was harassed over Facebook because of my religion.
Okay, so when did the harassment start? What was your first indication that you were being harassed?
Well, I'm a strong Muslim, and in my photos I've got pictures of me praying with my family and whatnot. And then I started getting messages victimizing me and calling me a dirty fob and to get back to my country.
Okay, and you are living in Australia?
I was born in Australia, yes.
Okay. Was it people you know that were victimising you?
No, it was this group called Face Beef that would start picking on people. They'd choose them out of their friends, and then they'd get a whole group of about thousands of people just sending you messages. And eventually I had to deactivate my Facebook just because I couldn't keep up with it all, and it was just too much.
Okay. Without being too, without invading your sensitivity here, can you give us a few examples of some of the messages you received?
One of them told me that I was a dirty fob and I should get out of the country. And
okay, so did you take any action in trying to prevent this? So was your Facebook profile on private, or...?
It wasn't on private to begin with, but then I set it to private. But I was still receiving the messages and there was nothing I could do about it. I even tried contacting the police, but there's nothing they can do about it because of Facebook security issues.
Okay, and did you try and contact Facebook?
I sent emails. I even reported the page, and they said that after a certain amount of reports that they could close down the page, and it actually happened. They managed to close down the page, but that only just got them more angry, and they opened up a whole other page with even more supporters this time, and I just got more and more harassed.
Okay, and when did the harassment stop?
It hasn't. I had to turn off my Facebook. They've even started messaging all my friends, even my family that I've got on Facebook.
Okay. So how rapidly did this spread? Like, from their first contact with you, how often were they sending you messages over this space of time?
It began with just the head of the Facebook page sending me one message, calling me a dirty fob and to get out of the country. And of course I retaliated, but not to that an extent which deserved their reaction. And then he got all of his supporters and followers, and they all started messaging me. It would be about hundreds of messages within seconds. I couldn't even, my computer would stop. I just couldn't keep up with it all.
Oh my God, that is so awful. Did this, if you don't mind me asking, did it affect you? So it would have really affected you mentally. Someone attacking you merely for a choice of religion. Did you seek guidance or help about this? Did you speak to your family about it? Like, what was your family's reaction when they found out what was happening?
Well, they told me that I shouldn't have replied in the first place, which is true, but it doesn't warrant them going to that extent of even messaging my parents, calling my mum a dirty slut, sorry for the language.
That's fine.
And I just didn't know what to do. I told them about it, and there was honestly nothing they could really do about it, because then they started messaging them if they got involved, and I really didn't want to get anyone else involved in it.
Okay, and so were you retaliating to these messages they were sending you?
Only to the first few, and then it just got too much, and I didn't know what to do.
Okay, and have you figured out these pages or this group of attackers? Have they been stopped? Do you know?
No, I've heard that they've actually been on the news for doing it to several people. They've even gone so far as to, the girl that had recently suicided. They've even started harassing her family and friends, telling them that she deserved it.
See, that's absolutely terrible, I find. So, at the moment, are you on Facebook or any social media networks anymore?
No, I'm too afraid to go back on just because of all the harassment, because I tried making another one and they even found that out.
What are your views on social networking and, such as Facebook, MySpace and the rest of them?
I think there needs to be more authority towards the type of things that go on there. There needs to be more security in guiding it, because even it's just not just the harassment side of it, but even if there's little kids who aren't aware of what they can do and the dangers that social networking can have, like online. They might be attacked by like pedophiles or being harassed themselves, and it can even lead to suicide.
Yeah, there's been many cases of that lately. So do you believe that you'll ever start up a social networking page again, or...?
I don't think maybe not for another few months, maybe even a year, just till it settles down. It's just a bit too traumatic at the time.
Okay, well, thank you for sharing your story with us today, Hadi.
No worries. Thank you for listening.
No worries, and I hope it all gets sorted out very soon. You've been listening to Tessa Rose. You're listening to Sin 90.7.